everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we thought we'd do a video that addresses the kind of veganism / orthorexia discussion.
Yeah. So I thought I would start it off just by saying I've done a lot of research into veganism and
you tried it?
And I tried it, yeah, and I probably am 90% vegan. And I know the benefit. I've watched documentaries, I've looked up information, and I know it's incredible for the environment. I know it's incredible for the animals, as well as being incredible for yourself if you know what you're doing with it. So yeah, I went vegan after Christmas, and for me, I suddenly, because I've had distorted eating, both disordered and distorted. Yes. With anorexia, then it moved on to OCD with food. I automatically felt very bogged down and very kind of trapped in the way that I knew I couldn't have certain things. And I know a young lady called Melanie Murphy has done a video around the same thing as well. She had, I'm not sure what she had, but she had kind of disordered eating. And she found veganism very hard, and she still has like vegan meals, and she does exactly what she can, but she did suffer kind of mentally, and that's the same with me. I felt quite, veganism isn't limited by any means, but when you're you've got distorted thoughts, you're prone to distorted kind of ways, you automatically kind of either get obsessed with it, or you get kind of, you just feel a bit like, this is out of my reach, I can't have that now, so I feel really limited. And some people may say, you know, that's really selfish, think of the animals and stuff, and I do as much as I can. Well,
you don't eat meat, do you?
I don't eat meat. I eat fish once a week, eggs once a week, and that's only if I feel like I have to, if it's very complicated.
And you don't eat dairy?
I don't eat dairy either. And I'm very, very into promoting it. I think it's the best thing in the world if you're mentally right, if you are mentally well.
Yeah, if you want to do it, and also if you can kind of take it in your stride and be open to trying loads of different things like you were, but you were just very restricted because of other things, wasn't it?
I will do a video on my experience with veganism and how I do as much as I can to kind of help in that kind of way. You want to talk a bit about orthorexia, don't you?
Well, no, this whole video was supposed to be about veganism and orthorexia and how people perceive sometimes as someone taking up a vegan diet, or even as simple as someone going from eating meat to being a vegetarian. It can be perceived, and I don't think it's wrong to worry about things. As someone having orthorexia, if people don't know what orthorexia is, it's basically, cut a long story short, like an obsession with healthy eating, but it's healthy eating and then it's like
to an extreme.
It
controls their life. Like they can't go out for meals. They can't. They literally. They spend hours.
Basically, their whole plate would have to be a plate full of like superfoods, or like it would just be taken to the extreme, and like nutrients and everything's taken into account, and how many minerals is in it, and how many like everything is in it.
Which it's so difficult to find that line, isn't it? Because it's good, it's amazing, and it's getting more and more apparent of people thinking what's in their food, what's going to go in here.
And I think that's like a natural thing. Like,
it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good to look at what you're putting in your body, but we just wanted to do a video to kind of say that just because someone does take up veganism or goes vegetarian or cuts out dairy from their diet, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have disordered eating. They might have done it for a really sincere or really innocent reason, or for the fact that veganism does help the planet,
does help the animals, or for their own health,
or for the fact that dairy doesn't agree with them, or they decide not to eat meat. It's so popular for people to be a vegetarian, not necessarily vegan, but vegetarian. And it's kind of that debate where I think it's seen a lot more now, because orthorexia is not known about as much. I think all the other eating disorders are known about a lot more, whereas orthorexia is quite new, and I think people straight away are like, whoa, like that's not normal. But then I think just sitting down with that person, say if it is a loved one or a friend, if you are concerned, you can just say like in casual conversation, oh, what's the reason you've done that? Or like, you know, talk to me, let's have a talk about it. And I think you can know from there what the reason is.
You would know by their behaviours whether they come out to eat with you or etc. I think
how long it takes to prepare meals as well. Because a lot of the time with orthorexia, I can't speak for everyone, but it takes them a long time to prepare the meals, and sometimes the meals then have to look picture perfect. They have to look healthy enough to then eat.
I used to
have to be like.
I used to make. Do you remember when I used to ask you to make me omelettes?
Yeah, because Sam's.
This wasn't orthorexia. This was more like OCD, having it to be perfect. Yeah, I couldn't have one crack in my omelette. So I never used to make them because I used to be like, well, I couldn't make them very well. So I used to wake you up at like 6 a.m. and be like, can you make me an omelette? You didn't really know what it was. You were like, just okay. And then if it would crack, I couldn't have it.
No, so I used to have to be like, making it.
Don't break it, don't break it.
Don't crack the omelette. But no, like going back to the video, it's more, I think, going back to signs and symptoms of eating disorders, it's a lot in personality change. Like if the person does become a little bit withdrawn or they do seem like they're preoccupied, you can see a lot more by looking at that rather than what they're choosing to eat or not to eat, because they can sometimes be just like a very normal, I hate that word, but a very normal reason for doing it.
And like we were saying before, when you're thinking about the nutrients and that's a good thing, everything's a good thing when it's
in moderation.
Not everything, but you know what I mean, is good done the right way. Exercise is amazing if you don't take it too far and get obsessed with it. You know, losing weight, if you need to lose weight, is good if you don't go too far.
So that was our video on kind of the veganism / vegetarianism / cutting out dairy versus orthorexia video.
Did you think that would have better than that?
Yeah, I couldn't think of another word. So we hope it kind of helped, but we just wanted to put out there the message that like everyone is different and there can be an innocent reason, or it is good to sort of look into it a little bit if you are concerned.
Yeah, if you know, especially if you know your loved one is kind of prone to obsessive thinking and things like that, and distorted thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you in the next video then on that note.
Yep. Thanks.
Bye.